Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hobby Dude 007 channel. Bench update for you today. I want to share with you some of the stash I picked up at the SCMA Upstate show over the weekend, as well as some of the things I was gifted that are really cool. Also picked up a few new show flyers and ran across some of the shop cards that I picked up at NNL East that were tucked away, and I just discovered them. So I want to give a shout out to those guys too, and a brand new channel. So let's do it. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.com. Hey guys, a couple of things I did not mention in the show coverage from Simpsonville last weekend, but I think they're worthy of a shout real quick. First of all, this is kind of fun. On our way in to Simpsonville, Amanda and I stopped at Hardee's, grabbed us a biscuit and some coffee, and this was sitting in the parking lot, and Amanda recognized it immediately as the truck that she is building. Of course, it won't be yellow, but this was really cool. So she had to get out and go take a close look at it and get a picture with it. So hopefully this is inspiring her to jump back in on that thing. But anyway, it was real fun to see her get so excited about seeing that truck. Also, I failed to mention that Tom Valenta with Auto Modeler Magazine was there, and he was taking pictures for the mag. And here you see him with Aaron Thomas, and you'll be seeing a couple of Aaron's bills in a few segments of Now That's Cool coming up over the next few weeks. He had some great stuff there too, and always good to see Tom. And something else I kind of cruised over, but our buddy David Birch with Top Speed Decals and Resin had his new line of Pro Mod and Pro Stock chassis available, and man, those things were selling like crazy. These things are available in a variety of I almost said scales, but wheelbases. So if you had a Dodge Colt, he's working on one of those right now, as well as some of the smaller cars from the late 70s, 80s, like the Plymouth Horizon, things like that, the Dodge Omni. So those are coming, but he had several available, like for the old Duster and all that stuff too. So be looking for that in the future. I'll be giving you more information on that as I get it as well. Now, moving over to the shop cards, these were a few that I picked up at NNL East that I totally just misplaced. But this, every year, well, the 2 years that I've been anyway, Dan the Man with 6D's Rules gives us a little package, and this year I got an NLL East 2026 sticker, a couple of his business cards. Check that out. Is that not just beautiful? And his regular, love the DeSoto. If you remember, I got one of these from Earl back in January. That inspires me to do something different with mine too. Also in the little package that Dan gave us last year, there was a keychain with a head gasket on it. This year, I got a new keychain in the little package with a piston and connecting rod. So I'm thinking if I keep going, I'll be able to build an engine eventually. Dan, you are indeed the man. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you very, very much. Also, picked up from Will his new card, or his card from 1968 Ford Man's Model Shop. And guys, if you are not familiar with any of these YouTube channels, you need to go over and check them out. These guys are not just great modelers, they're great guys, and you're going to really like them, and you're going to learn something. Hey, I learned something from all of these guys, and enjoy the fellowship and the brotherhood we have together. So head over and check out, Will's channel. You're really going to enjoy it. Then I got to meet in person for the first time, and I feel like I've known Jeff for eons, just through our contact on Facebook. YouTube, and just, but he and his wife, how precious people these guys are. But Jeff, the bearded guy, Jeff Lawless, and if you are not familiar with his channel, and I don't know how you're not, but you need to head over and check him out. This is an awesome, awesome guy. Jeff, thank you so much for the card. Appreciate you, brother. And then I got to meet for the first time Marcos with Tortuga Customs, and I got to see this up close. And let me tell you, talk about a prolific modeler and just a heck of a guy. He introduced himself, and I was like, "Oh, dude!" So we shared a hug together, and just some brotherly fellowship there. It was a great time to meet these guys. I tell you, I just had a blast. Next up was Leonard with Model Car Madness from Rhode Island. And his stuff is so unique. Not only is it clean, it's awesome builds, but do you notice the headlights? Lit up. And I'm talking, he is just a unique talent. Great channel, an absolutely awesome guy. And again, I encourage you, all of these, go over, check out their channel. You're going to learn something. Show them some love. Give them a sub. That really helps the channels out. And just, you're going to enjoy the videos. I guarantee you're going to discover some stuff that you didn't know. But if you don't want to talk about lighting some stuff, there's your man. And then lastly, in the shop card, well, not last, but just the shop cards, Jim over at Papa's Model Workshop. First time I had to meet him, I'd been looking for him throughout the day, and then someone came up to me and said he was looking for me, which I was touched. But Jim, awesome card. Great to meet you, and talk about a genuine, just a down-to-earth guy. What a great community we have. But head over and check out his videos too. They're fun, they're informative, and he again is just an absolutely awesome modeler. And these last two I saved because when I got these in the mail, they had some stuff with them. And first up is Dale with Deuce's Scale Model Garage. And Dale, I've known for a while. Dale sent me some old Detail Master, and he put a note in there. He said, "Look, these things are really old. I'm never going to use them, and I know you do." This one, the interior detail set, you've got the door cranks, rear view mirrors, button lock, I mean, all that kind of stuff. This is one of my favorites here. Interior junk. As you can see, you got, well, maybe you're better that way. You got clothes hangers, you've got tools, six-pack, whatever those are called, sunglasses, and I use these on figures all the time. And if you're like me, when you're painting figures and you don't want to do the eyes, hey, sunglasses are a good thing. And then the CDs. You guys have seen me cut these in half and have them halfway ejected from the radios. The keychains, there's the peace sign keychain, and you got some keys and the knife, fork, and spoon. I mean, there's just all kinds of cool little stuff for dioramas or just to lay around the car if you want junk. As it says, interior junk, but really cool. And there's actually two sets of these. Later on, they did set number 1 and set number 2. And then lastly, he sent a 17-inch flex fan from Detail Master, and I have used these before too, and these will get used as well. So Dale, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you very much. And last in the shop cards, got this in the mail actually just today. And this is from David over at Flashback Model Works. Now, you really need to head over, check him out too. It's a relatively new channel, but he's already got a pretty good following. Really good videos. I love the thumbnails on here too. Really, really great stuff. So Flashback Model Works, and in addition to the shop card, he sent me a little gift. Check this out. An autographed AMT Penske Allison Matador. And like I said, autograph Bobby Allison. He had in his note, he knows that I build these things, and I thought, I don't know about this particular one since it's autographed, but the details on this jacket inside, I think I might want to try to. No, I know better than that. That's long gone. But what an awesome, awesome kit and an awesome gift. So, David, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you very much. So, thanks, bud. And I mentioned that there's a brand new channel that I wanted to give a shout out to, and he's in our local club. He's 14 years old, guys, and here's his channel. It's called The Hanger Scale Models. His name is Austin, and let me tell you, he's got a great enthusiasm. He does some figure painting, and that is to be honest with you, I'm not that great at it. I really take my time and try to do a good job, but he is doing a killer job on it. His aircraft are good. He was Model of the Month, I think, last month for the club meeting, and he's just a great builder. And we learn a lot from other forms of modeling as well. I've mentioned before that most everything I learned about bending and using photo etch I've learned from ship and armor builders, and some of the techniques for jet exhaust, things like that. That's where you learn how to do that stuff from other forms of modeling. And let me tell you guys, when he gets into auto modeling, we're in trouble. So he's going to be a good one. He already is. But hey, do me a favor. Go over to the Hanger Scale Models. Go over to Austin. Give him a sub and check out some of the videos on his figures and all. Really, really good stuff. Austin, keep up the great work, buddy. Also in the mail, I received from our good buddy Matt over at Matt's Models and More this holder, 3D printed. But here's the cool thing. Hobby Dude 007. How about that? So, Matt, thank you, my friend, very, very, very much. And you know, even though these are square, big bottles, I still am one of those klutzes that'll knock them over sometime. And this thing, you're not going to do that very easily with. So, appreciate you, buddy, very much. And custom to boot. So, thank you very, very much. Okay, on to the show goodies. First up, the Flowtown Model Showdown. This is put on by the PD Scale Modelers. This is a brand new club. They just formed, I think it was, established 2025 last year, and they have their very first show. And let me tell you, in talking to these guys, they're very excited about it. And this is on June the 27th, 2026. At the VFW there in Florence, South Carolina. Amanda and I, that's close enough to Myrtle Beach that we're probably going to go down. We plan on being at this one as well. As long as nothing comes up, we do plan on being there. There's your information for sponsorship for the classes and vendor tables. Your information on times. Entry goodies. There's your contact information down there. If you're in the area or you don't have this on your calendar yet, let's support these shows, especially the brand new ones. Let's give them some support and show them some love and just go have a good time shopping. And I know that we have a lot of vendors in our general area that do about every show. So if you can, definitely put that on your calendar, June 27th. Next up is one that I have been to a number of times. This is in Havelock, North Carolina, and this is hosted by the Eastern Carolina Plastic Modelers in Newbern, North Carolina. And Havelock is just across the bridge from historic Newbern. If you've never been to Newbern, North Carolina, well worth the trip, guys. This place has Tryon Palace, which is was the governor, the royal governor during when we were under British rule. Anyway, the governor's palace. It is there and open for tours, and it is also Newbern is also the birthplace of Pepsi Cola. The pharmacy is still downtown. A lot of history downtown. Great restaurants. Wow, great restaurants. A lot of history. Just a gorgeous place. So you could make a weekend of this and just have a great time in addition to the model show. This year, you've got, I think this is their regional, yeah, Region 12 Regional. So this is the big one, the regional for North and South Carolina. And this is American Inspiration and Innovation. And there's a lot of subcategories on this thing, too. So a lot of these things that are American made, like you've got the general rules. Let's get down here. You've got ships, USS Constitution, Liberty ships, USS Nautilus, the first nuclear sub, planes, Wright Brothers, DC-3, Lockheed F-117s, armor. You've got all your categories for Americana, so to speak there. Automotive, which I jumped on real quick, was Model T Fords, any scale. Corvettes 53 to 67, any scale. And Harley Davidson. What's more American than those three? We need to throw apple pie in there, and we got it covered. And then, of course, space. But yeah, I think this is absolutely it's going to be a good show. It being a regional, it's going to be a good size one too. And then down East Con here is your categories for that show as well. You can go over to IPMS USA's website and pull this up for the Newbern show, or I was trying to find that. I think it's IPMS USA. I saw it somewhere on here. Anyway, you can go to their website, pull this up, and you can get your categories, your entry forms, all the stuff you need there. I don't know if they're sold out on their vendors yet. If they're not, your contact information will be on the website. So if you're in the area for this one, this is another one Amanda and I do want to make this year as well. I hadn't been there in a couple of years, but I do want to make that one again. And lastly, on the show shouts, I gave you some of the other ones, I think in the last couple of videos, the ones I picked up at NNL East from around the country. But this one is for the Low Country Nationals, and this is in Charleston, South Carolina. And this one is, I think they changed the date on it to September. Yeah, September 26th at Trident Technical College. This is an absolutely fantastic venue. Really, really nice. They've got some great awards. The dioramas, automotive and non-automotive and science fiction are the themes for 2026. Just a really, really good show. They've got a great Facebook page and website, so you can head over to SCMA Charleston chapter and check them out for more information. Okay, guys, let me reset the camera. Well, let me show you this real quick. This was one, John, a friend of mine, came up to me at the SCMA Upstate show, and he knows of my love for collecting police patches, and I don't have any of these three. These are from Central Eastern, right on the Pennsylvania line kind of police patches. Here's one from the Youngstown State University Police from 1908. Ugh. Liberty Police Department in that area right there too, and the Canfield Police Department. He even included in here a map of the area and where they are in relation to each other, which is cool. It's always good to know that stuff. And I've mentioned before, I have some family that live in Zanesville, Ohio area. But cool stuff to the collection. John, many, many thanks, my friend. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, now let me reset the camera, and I'll be right back. When we were headed into the show last weekend, I was met in the parking lot by my good friend Scott Gardner. Scott lives up in North Carolina, and he said, "Hey, I got something for you." And I thought, "Oh, cool." And he doesn't live that far from the Petties there in Randleman Level Cross. And he brought me a little something special. I did a video a while back, you may remember, on Petty's Garage. The garage there at the museum and the compound where they restore and build some really awesome custom and vintage cars. And they've changed the name. It is no longer Petty's Garage. It is the Legendary Garage. And I have not been up there since the name change or seen the new garage. I'm sure it's pretty much the same. But Scott brought me the new logo, which I have not seen yet. So Scott, big thank you once again for the sticker. That'll go on the toolbox along with my Petty's Garage old one. But that was really cool. I appreciate you thinking of me there, Scott. Love you, brother. Also stopped there at Jamie's at Midnight Hobbies and picked up this. He also, if you recall, carries Jay's Model Garage items now. And in that I'm doing that Laughlin chassis for the Petty Thunderbird. I scooped this up with the trailing arms. I mean, check those corrected spring buckets, everything. The 4 to 9 inch, everything. It's all there. So I'm up to date there and ready to go on the suspension there. Also, stopped and visited Matthew there at Model Car Videos or MCV Products. And look, guys, this stuff is some of it's new, and you have got to check this stuff out. I mean, it is absolutely awesome. I got Gary Foster stuff mixed up in there with it too. But I had him bring me some couple sets of the Hemi headers. I've got one of his, or a couple of his Hemis. I just didn't have the corrected headers. So he brought those and a few other little items I'm going to give him a shout out on. Look at that vintage quick change. Very nice. And these are very clean castings too, guys. Check out these brake boosters and master cylinders. Really sharp, detailed stuff. One of the main things I wanted to get a hold of were these radiator hoses and the fittings. I mean, check that out. And these are the wire, so you can bend those however you want. So picked up a couple sets of those, a couple of the fire extinguishers, the vintage style. And these I did not see. Of course, I haven't been looking for these on the website either. But the auto ramps. That's really cool. But this, I'm thinking about for my Mustang Sally, the gas cap, something unique. And check these out. Let me open this one. This you got to see up close. It is really sharp. In fact, I may need to get me another set or two of these. But check that out. Love these for hopping up something or a new rod of some type. That's just cool. Also, speaking of Gary Foster there a while ago, he came over to me. Cool set of jack stands, and check out those blower hats. Very, very cool. Thank you, sir. Stopped by the hobby shop and scooped up another pack of 2mm masking tape, which I direly needed. And guys, if you haven't seen these polishing sticks, you know, the pads you can get for polishing out your cars with the fine grits, and these are from 1,500 to 12,000 grit. These, with the pads, sometimes it's hard to get into little crevices. These make it so much easier. So scooped up another pack of those because I do go through those big time. As far as kits go, there was only a couple of kits I picked up. One of them was this one. I've been watching it on eBay for a while. I've got something in mind down the road for a custom build, and I wanted my base to be the Silhouette. And you remember this was a Hot Wheels car too, but this Silhouette with the show car, the bubble trailer as well. Got something in mind with an engine upgrade and a few other little things, but this would be the base. And you know, I've never built this kit. In fact, I don't think I've ever owned this kit, and I've never built anything with a bubble top or a dome. And I thought, you know, I got an idea for that. So this is going in the stash. So when I have time for this one, that one, got something special in mind for. And I picked this up. This is a 1/43rd scale 68 Firebird 400, and some of you may know Scott Ridley passed away, that was a member of the Acme group, and he was so well known for his 43rd scale cars. And this year, Wayne Weber's was telling me that they have a special category this year that honors him, so it's all 1/43rd scale. And I had a 43rd scale in mind as well. I just need to find it. But the 43rd scale DB5 James Bond car, basically, in 43rd scale. I thought about doing one of those too, but who says I can't do two? So, hey. But I thought this was unique and kind of cool. So, and strangely enough, with all the starter kits out there and the few that I've owned, I've never built one. So I think I'm gonna have to get into this one, because honestly, that little Firebird is tough. But anyway, so I've got something for that as well. Looking around here, guys, to see if I've forgotten anything. I think that's it for right now. This. I picked up another chip, and this is from Matt over at Matt's Models and More. Matt, thank you very, very much. This was for the Pepsi, the Tiny Lund Pepsi Camaro. I really appreciate that very, very much. You know, when you get something from your peers, that means a lot, guys. It really, truly does. And I have been blessed last year and so far this year to collect quite a few chips, as you can see, from a lot of great guys. The Acme, my buddy Tim Kalankowitz, just a lot of really great content creators, and to be recognized by, like I said, your peers. That's just something very, very special, and I truly appreciate you guys very, very much. And you know, I enjoy putting mine out and sharing, just a pat on the back to the guys that inspire me, the guys that show me something that I learn, and it's just fun. It's just fun. And to each of you, and again, Matt, to you, thank you very, very much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Well, guys, that's it for the moment. I hope y'all have an absolutely awesome day. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so does Hobby Dude. Love you guys. See you later.